make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button, and we'll be good. Hit the like button and that subscribe button. What's going on? It's your boy Mike on the mic, aka Michael the Comedian, and I'm here today with a special guest named Sean. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, nice to meet everybody, all the cameras out there. Sean T, owner, founder of Sharkansas Clothing Company, a little black-owned clothing brand, started just right out of North Little Rock.
North Little Rock, the hometown.
Dogtown, baby. Dogtown.
Everywhere good but Macomb. Anyway, shout out to Macomb, Dixie, Pike, Kim, Levy, all that. All right, sir. So you said you was a business owner.
Yeah. Like I said, just got into the apparel business and just been a student of t-shirts, hoodies, just any type of clothing. Just kind of started, I'd say probably within the last 5 to 6 years. Like anybody I see out, clothing, shoes, apparel, like I'm always trying to look at like the fabric of types of shirts that people got, because I mean that's a big stickler. Mine is.
If I get that one fabric of that 10 fitness shirt, that's the only shirt I care about.
Yeah, you can have
it's a perfect fabric.
I got a shirt, my red and my green shirt, sold out right now. Shout out to all the supporters. My red and my green shirt is that same company that 10 Fitness goes to. And it's just a well-known brand. But
so that means your next shirt gotta have can't make this up hashtag. Gotcha. All right, so that's what you call marketing. Anyway, so what led you into the apparel business?
Oh man, that's a great question. So I was telling Cliff this when he called me about this whole thing. It was early July, I had 2 dreams, or one dream about 2 different things, I should say. And the first one was a podcast. It was crazy because it was like all the way from the name of it to what my first episode was supposed to be about.
Right.
And I've been super big on just like dreams and like studying them. And if they're really vivid and really lucid like this was, like I said, first episode was supposed to be about HBCUs and people's experiences at them.
Right.
Had a guy that I know that played football at an HBCU. I was supposed to have him on to talk about it. It was nuts how vivid this dream was. But the second one, which was longer and even more vivid, was about the apparel. So basically, dream happened, the name, kind of the whole nine. And I'm one of those types of people, I actually brought it with me. When I wake up, I have this by my bedside so I can jot down what I had a dream about. Just so, because if you don't, you'll forget it.
That's true.
If you don't, you'll forget it. So I did just that, and man, the visions of the logo, the like 2 or 3 logos, how it can come into play. All of that just happened right there from my dream. Like I said, drew everything down, waking up, and little did I know, which man, God, it's all God. Little did I know I had all these resources at my fingertips to get this going.
Right.
Just so happened to, a good buddy of mine knew a guy who does screen print. And you can send him your designs or your artwork and he'll bring it to life for you. So that very first shirt that I came out with was just my vision of what I wanted, and then this guy basically brought it to life for me.
Right.
And paid him, shot a little video, did a little promo video to kind of advertise it. That took off. Started with, I think, roughly about 50 shirts. Took off, sold out. And the support has just been, it's been next level. And like I said, I can't do nothing but thank him. You know what I'm saying? So.
T-shirt business took off, huh?
Hey man, I'm trying to make it to where it's a little bit more than T-shirt business. I want it to be just like I said. I want it to be clothing as a whole. After we get off camera, I'm gonna show y'all, give y'all a little sneak peek of what the next drop is gonna be.
So then we're going to have you back on the show.
Sorry guys, I don't want to show y'all.
Right.
Not right now. The sneak peek. I got
right. The sneak peek. But it's a hoodie. It's for sure gonna be a hoodie. But just the design on it, I mean.
You said hoodie. I love hoodies.
It is about to be wintertime.
Oh man, so I'm so excited about it. Like it's just you just feel it.
Now I know what you feel. I'm like, that's how I feel about these podcasts.
Boom.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. My first week of these podcasts, everybody counsel. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
When I thought about it, I said, I just scared. We still got next week, and we got the next. And all of a sudden now, we did our first one, and boom, we right back again. I woke up this morning. I was like, man, I gotta work.
Yeah.
I got a podcast. That sounds good. I'm ready to wake up and say, I got a podcast. That's working.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
So,
well, question then, because I know y'all brought me here for the question.
Yes, sir.
Did you, before you got it going, did you ever let anybody in on like the development process? Like,
the development process was, I started this year off. I lost my mom last year, April 26th. So yeah, she always told me, hit the stage, you always say crazy stuff, be a comedian.
Yeah.
You know, you're thinking like, yeah, whatever, man, I ain't got time for that. But when she passed, it was like she came to me in a dream, and she was just like, pretty much, she like, I won a lottery. And I was lost. Like, what you mean you won a lottery?
Yeah.
You ain't got no money in your hand, you know. And she was just like, all your decisions need to be, from here on out, all your decisions need to be, you know, your best, pretty much. Like, if you're gonna do something, do it. You know, remember what I told you. In other words.
Yeah.
And I woke up and I was like, what is she? How she won a lottery? And I realized she won. I mean, she in heaven, so she won a lottery. Like so she didn't have to deal with this worldly stress no more. So she basically won all her goods in heaven. So I was like, you know what? January, I said I'm gonna start doing comedy. Start doing comedy. I was like, I'm gonna do a podcast with it. When I said it, I knew where I was going with it, but I didn't have anybody else to like, you know how people are lazy. I'll be honest, people are lazy.
Sure.
You got a YouTube channel, you want people to follow your YouTube channel, they'll watch your stuff, but they won't hit a like or follow. It's weird. Like you sitting there looking at it, hit the like or follow. It's simple. So I was sitting there. I did my first stand up, open mic at Looney Bin. I did that. Then of course COVID happened. I had some plan after that with in Hot Springs for an hour segment, which everybody was like, how you can go from 10 minutes to an hour? I was gonna go off faith of God, like just gonna go out there and do it, you know. Wow. So of course COVID going on, I'm sitting there thinking. Come back and I started doing comedy. I did 2 months ago. I did like 5 shows in 2 months. So I was sitting there and I'm like, you know what? I like comedy. I like doing stand up. It's really not who I am. I'm an improv comedian, so I need more sort of skits or whatever. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go got a little money from PUA, from insurance, whatever.
There you go.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna order a mic to go do a podcast. I gotta start with myself. I'm gonna start. I said, I gotta do something. So when I posted it, Cliff hit me up.
Yeah, so.
A couple of people hit me up, and we had the first episode. After the first episode, me and Cliff sat there and talked about how he was wanting to do a podcast, but he didn't have nobody. Just like I was in a situation where he had nobody like to actually push us to do it. Yeah. So that's how we got started. I already had this vision. I already had Can't Make This Up from the get-go. Yeah. You know, so when after we did the first episode, we did 4 more episodes after that?
We did the first one, and when I came in, I was, you know, I was going through something with my situation at home.
Right.
I didn't expect to do nothing, to be honest with you. I was just, you know, just coming to do something, just step out of my normal life, because he know how I am. You don't know this about me, but he knew that I was the type of person that I say I'm going to do something and don't do it. Yeah. So then this was my opportunity to show him that I was, you know, a changed person, and I was I wasn't so serious about the podcast because I didn't know what it was going to do. I just came to just put myself, be vulnerable pretty much. And that's what I did. And it did what it did, bro.
Hey, man, shout out to Cliff, man. That was my dog in high school.
Yeah.
He gave me rides in that little maroon,
Yeah.
that whip that he had back in the day. Yeah. Shout out to Cliff, man.
So,
He was my tight end. You feel me?
So yeah, I mean, basically went from there, and the whole thing was like, okay. At first, I was just gonna do podcasts, be a little comedy, be funny. First episode was serious. I'm thinking to myself, I was like, okay. Second episode, get to know me, a little more serious. So at this point, I was like, okay, I can set aside myself. I have the comedian me, and I have the podcast, which I could do funny stuff on the podcast. But when I got interviews with people, it depends on what it is. If I get another comedian here, we're gonna act the fool.
Completely.
But if I'm getting people with business mind and everything, then I'm going to my business mind with them.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to take them outside what they coming in to tell. You know what I'm saying? You're not coming here to make people laugh. You come here like, look, I'm doing this to help you and your podcast, to help my business at the same time. And so once I started looking at my analytics, and I got Ireland first. I'm like, oh, okay, people in Ireland listening to me. Then I got India. I'm like, okay. And then we recently got Germany. I'm like, okay. And then I got email saying you were pushed on all platforms. I said, okay, so it's gonna get serious now. So I'm like, okay. So at that point, I called him. I was like, you know what? I gotta start pushing small business because these big business got money.
Yeah.
Small business like the escape room was small business. I had a friend that brought me to this attention. But anyways, he brought me to this attention, and we bought the room. Me and Cliff went half on the room to get here. Got the building. We got the key. So we're gonna start shooting here because shooting at the house can be, somewhat, but more professional inside the building.
Right.
So once we started shooting and started going through ideas as far as what I want to do or what he want to do, so we started, like I said, I talked to a couple of small business people. Like I said, the first week they counsel.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, well, certain people that gonna want their business to flourish. Some people they're not. Like I said, you got people that gonna have their mindset. I won't. But now I can do. And so like and the thing I had with it was, I think through one of the people I was like advertisement. Mm-hmm. And I'm not, if you advertise with the radio, they gonna tax you. And I'm all about saving you money. Yeah. I won't even think about much. Who we say, the radio, escape room, they try to do 2 weeks. They charge them $650 for 2 weeks. At $350 a week. Yeah. No, it was $1,200, $600 a week. Yeah, just for 96.5, 107.7, which only give you Central Arkansas. Right. If I'm advertising on here, I'm giving you more than Central Arkansas. I'm giving you United States and third world countries. So if you have a business or apparel, and somebody sees something about your business, they like, who knows? Germany might call you, hey, look, I saw the podcast and I saw you have some shirts that I want. Then now you over there, sending off. And then another thing, I work for T-Tech, which is through FedEx. So I could teach you how to do the shipping part, how to send stuff out for a cheaper price than using the American Airlines and taxing dollars and taxing your pockets. Yeah. So it's just
right there. Get together.
So it's like I was like, okay, we have 3 or 4 shows a week. First we're gonna talk about 2 shows a week, but now the way the booking going, it might be 3 or 4, it might be every day of the week almost. I was like, if you want to be advertised throughout the week, I'm asking for $100. $100. You make that back in your apparel.
Exactly.
Like, you gotta be accessible, but
yeah. So I'm making it. If you want to be on, okay, I just want to be on 2 shows or 1 show a week, $50 a week. That's all I'm asking. Versus $1,200 just for Central Arkansas. Like I don't know how many podcasts gonna sponsor somebody, or not sponsor, but advertise somebody for $100 a week. Yeah. Nah, I mean, I'm not asking for nothing. I'm basically cheating myself by doing that. But at the same time, I'm not, because I'm trying to make my own platform. Right. Everybody want to leave Arkansas and think, I can go to Texas and do this, or I can go to California. Why you can't do it in your own state? Why you got to do what everybody else has done? Build your own platform. And that's the thing. Like if Nick Cannon could build a platform in California, or you know, like Soulja Boy, he from Mississippi. He could have built a platform down there. But where you went to Atlanta, you are helping Atlanta. You killing your state by helping another state.
Right.
If you want your state to flourish, then stay at home. And that's why I try to tell people, oh man, you can go. You could. I could have flew out to Seattle. I had a homeboy wanting to go out there to do comedy, but I'm like, nah. Yeah. I'm not leaving everybody, man. There's many opportunities in Arkansas. You're right. It's not that many opportunities because people not looking for them. Everybody's mindset is Arkansas ain't got no offer. That's the first thing they think. Arkansas ain't got no offer. We ain't got no NBA team. We ain't got. If you got guys, you got anything. So people don't understand that though. So back to where it came from. Yeah. And so I'm not trying to run off to another state and help that state out when we got just as much talent, just as much everything that any other state got. We has. Yeah. If not, we have more. Just don't search for it. So.
Man, and just honestly, just hearing that embodies what the brand represents. So a lot of people ask me, where do you get Sharkansas from? So it's a few different meanings. For me, it's also a mentality. I was really shooken by when one of my heroes, Kobe Bryant, when he died. Yeah, and that was my dude. So it's a mentality for me. But with sharks, so you got the great white shark. And so just greats that have emerged, and you'll see it on my site. It'll say so many greats have emerged from these waters. Right. Basically, so many greats have come from this state. And this, being as small as it is, it's capable of producing the greats. Right. And I mean, you got long lists of them, that you can just go through. And then, so I'm really huge into anything local. Just like you was talking about the local businesses, I could have had the shirts printed and all that out of state for way cheaper than what I'm doing right now. Right. But to me, the integrity of the brand resides in everything in Arkansas, keeping the businesses here, keeping the jobs here, keeping the money within the state. Right. Little free plug for this place, but Cool Caps right down the street is who's doing my hoodies for the fall. And then I got just different places all over that I'm just doing business with, just to, number one, make sure that I can provide apparel just whenever I need to. Don't want to be stuck to just one. Let them have a lot of orders and I won't be able to get my. My
name is James Thomas. I've been using it now about a year and a half or so. I'm very satisfied with the cut and continuing using his service. Nice, clean job, cleans up behind itself. Make sure everything right before he leave, and he's checked with the people that he's working for. Make sure they're satisfied. So far, I've been satisfied for the past year and a half, and I'm continuing using it as long as I got a yard.
And so I have to make sure that my eggs are in more than one basket. Right. And keeping those in state is, like I said, that's the integrity of the whole brand. And I love all of the waters, the lakes, the creeks, everything that Arkansas has to.
Yeah, the natural. I don't get, like, I guess people that don't enjoy nature don't enjoy Arkansas, because when I went hiking, just looking at the how you gotta walk up a mountain just to get to the top, it's like like you couldn't imagine how people back then that didn't have cars and stuff, they had to travel through feet, how they had to do all this walking up and down hills and stuff. Or like when you walk through a creek or something, you hear the sound of the water or something like that. Like, I understand why you want to go to a big city where you got train smoke and everything just blasting the city up. First, you got this peaceful, like, go buy some land and live out there. But people don't think like that. Like, living on, I want to have some land and a house. No neighbors. That's what I want. Give me a little mini cow. Get anything I want out there, do what I want to do. But everybody else want to run to the big cities. I don't understand that. Like, you do realize you're doing what everybody else doing. So you taking yourself out of competition and putting yourself in competition.
Yeah.
Because now you just did what 6 other people did before you and went to a whole big city. That's why everybody like, oh, I'm going to Nashville. I want to become a singer.
Yeah.
10 people woke up that morning in the same city you have to make that same move.
Exactly.
So you gotta hope your boy get heard over them 10 people.
Yeah.
And
Hopefully in
then,
the right coffee shop with the right this or that.
and even if you do get a deal, half of these deals are to play you. You get the deal you want, you get the money up front, but the back end is terrible. Because if you don't produce no albums, guess what? They cut you. Whatever your album did make over time while you were cut, they go to their pocket, not yours.
Yeah.
And so now you become an industry pretty much pimps you. They use you for an album or two, got the money they wanted, you had to pay them back, they say you owed them, and now you out chasing your dream all over again versus just doing what you want to do inside the area you need to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you got tons of, because I think of the apparel business, the clothing business, and number one, just the name itself, I've gotten a little bit of criticism on, well, you're limiting yourself to just Arkansas.
Right.
And honestly, I've had more orders outside of the state than I have inside the state. And now, granted, these are people that are from the state that just stay in Cali and North Carolina,
Yeah.
just shipped to today to Ohio and North Carolina. Shout out to them. They bought 2 or 3 shirts on that order. But make it into where I stay home, the brand, and that's kind of like my little tagline: is state vibes, state pride, and state vibes. And I mean, I can make it. I can go nature with it if I want to. I got a lot of designs. I can go that route, which I mean, I still am. I got a lot of just nostalgic pieces that I want to put out that reminds people of old North Little Rock or just old Central Arkansas.
Yeah.
And then I got like this next hoodie design. Like I said, I got some stuff for today's age, and just super excited about it. But just being in this lane, this apparel lane, and I mean, I got some big, especially just for this state. I mean, you think of Fayetteville. That's an extremely popular brand. Native started out in Arkansas. That's an extremely popular brand. One of the guys I'm in partnership with and business with owns Stated Apparel, and my shirts will be in that store this fall. He has 3 or 4 different brands.
Right.
So that lane is full, but I still see a need that I can provide. And that's why I keep my designs close to the chest. And because like I said, I know some things that'll hit and I know some things that won't. But just being in this lane, knowing that there's a lot of competition. And that's why I asked that original question, did you let anybody in on the starting out process? Because, you know, you can have these great ideas and a lot of people can crush them for you because you let them in on it.
For sure.
Oh,
So-
yes. I didn't tell a lot of people. That thing I did, like I didn't tell a lot of people. I still, like with the small business, trying to get local business on here and push the business and advertise with them. That's why people are always trying to say, everybody doing a podcast. Okay, they're not doing how I'm doing it. So how you doing it? My way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not telling you how I'm doing it.
So I need
All
you
I
to
give
tune
you-
in so you can see it.
There
You know
go.
what I'm saying?
Give me the
Yeah, like you, how are you doing it? My way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we'll see how far it goes. Well, you're right, you will.
Yeah.
And so you got some people that like everybody standing behind you. Yeah, I got your back. So you turn your back, go do your business. Now you ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna go nowhere.
Yeah.
And then when you start booming, they be the first ones in your face. And you know, it's easy to pick out the fake from the real. It's not hard. Like I said, I did one show last night with my boy, and you know, it was just music. And you know, like I said, he didn't know a lot of people are coming when they done music. So by the end of the month, I have some more come in with it. But other than that, like as far as like I said, I'm not just trying to push people music. I'm trying to push local business.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care if you paint pictures. Come on here. You know, people like paints. Like whatever you do
Barbers,
that you feel like,
tattoo artists.
yeah, whatever you feel
Independent
like
living.
is your passion and your purpose, quit selling for a 9 to 5. Like right now, I'm working 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
Do I like it? No. It pay the bills? Yes.
Right.
So at some point, like I said at the beginning of this year, I said by the end of the year I'd work for myself. So, and I still think that. So, well, I believe that. Well, not think, know that. But so with that being said, like everybody be like, oh man, what you plan on doing next year when y'all go back and work in the building? I'm not gonna work for them. I work for myself.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm gonna find something to generate around this, which a lot of stuff is starting to come together with getting more people interviews. Like, people understand when you network and connect with people, you never know what a person might need within their business.
Right.
You know, they might need somebody that can walk out and market for them. Oh man, you do podcasting? I mean, you come in contact with a lot of people. How about this, man? I give you about 30% of my earnings if you can just, when you can bring people in, you can explain to them my business.
Yeah.
It's just something that small. People understand there's so many ways to make money. Like, you can make, 30%, oh man, you only get 300 a week from him. That's from him. Well, if you got 2 other people that want to offer you that.
Exactly.
So you can branch out business and help them. Like I said, we always want to help you or help them help you,
Right.
basically. And people don't, like I said, I hate to say it, but people don't see that. As a black man, a lot of black men don't want to be a helping hand.
Yeah.
He want to be a head at all times.
That's the change. That's the change that we're making with this.
Yeah, we make it hard on ourselves. Like, if we just knew how to come together at one time, I guarantee you.
But Mike, we doing that. That's what we doing right now.
That's what we doing, but I'm saying all it takes, like my boy Darius Walton Juice in Little Rock. You probably know him. If you see him, you probably know him.
Yeah.
But he always say, if you can get 5 people, or you get 10 people to each put in $500, you can make a business off that. You can get a small, you can put it towards a business. Like, if you can get a group of people to work together.
Right.
Now, that's not dealing with just race. You just get a group of people to work together, you can build something.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why I started doing a podcast. I'm like, man, we got to get our people back together to build. Because the more we build, the easier it be for us. Because now people can look and be like, oh man, they can do it, we can do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not just from trying to build here in Arkansas. So bigger cities that have more problems, they can look it down and be like, man, if Arkansas can do it, we can do it in Chicago. We can do it in Memphis. We can do it in Cali. Like, we can all come together as one.
Yeah.
It's versus everything being a negative vibe. We know the media gonna put it out there. We know television gonna put it out there. Everything around us is negative.
Yeah.
So now it's like we are fighting against the world.
So you're trying to control your narrative.
So
You're controlling your narrative.
yeah.
That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
You telling your story.
Simple as that.
You know what I'm saying?
So like bringing you in, you got an apparel business. Like you said, you can make way more money outside.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, state pride. Like, why would I leave my state behind?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, having the state pride, I mean, that's number one. And when you said something just a little bit ago about everybody just coming together and you could inspire other people to come together, maybe
Different
get
states,
going. With a different state or different podcast. I remember when I'm told, so like I said, I kept it all. I wanted to have something that I can show people before I let anybody in.
Right.
Because I was to the point to where, well, now I've already got this going. So like even my family, like I didn't let them know until I had samples, design, name, the whole nine. Not so, because some of the questions that my family asked, well, where did this name come from? And I found myself early on getting discouraged just because people didn't. I mean, it's a mentality, like I said for myself. I can't get discouraged because they don't know what it means. But that means I also have an opportunity that every time somebody hears that brand, that, oh, this is what it means.
Question mark.
Yeah, this is what it means. It means all the great stuff come out of Arkansas. Sharkansas, great white shark. Or just something for the state pride. Which is why, like I said, I kept it real close to the chest until I had something that I could physically show people. As soon as I got to that point, because man, I've had ideas in the past.
Yeah.
And did it jump off the way I wanted to? Absolutely not. But like I said, this time I wanted to make sure I had something tangible, something that people could see, feel. Oh, okay, I like that.
Touched by.
Yeah. And came up with, like I said, had the shirts. Everybody supported, man, and I mean, it's been love.
And basically that's how it gotta be. Like, you get excited and you want to tell people, but like everybody can't see your vision how you see it. So you get some that support you, and you get some that you look at you funny, and then that funny look get you like, well, maybe I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah.
And so that's why if you keep it to yourself, like my family know I do a podcast, but they don't know what I'm doing with it.
Right.
Like, I don't tell them everything. So I get what you're saying. Like, I'm just gonna let the work speak for itself. Like, so, and basically what you have to do, you have to keep stuff to yourself, because soon you tell somebody else, they're gonna try to steal it, or they're gonna look at you like, oh man, some people will tell you it's not gonna work out just so they can steal it.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing about it.
Hey, what would J. Cole say? He said, funny, I never even told nobody I started rapping, or I was gonna start rapping.
Yes.
Some people was haters that I just viewed as clowns. And I mean, it's
right.
It's that. To be honest, I mean, you're gonna have people. And even when I had my logo professionally done, took weeks to get that, because I wanted to pick the right person. I wanted to make sure it was my vision. And so I went back and forth with these people on this logo. First thing I did, even though I had the shirts and everything, first thing I told everybody, social media wise, was drop the logo. Sure enough, the likes come in, the shares come in. But I had a few people on there who was like, oh man, I really like this. I'm trying to start my brand too. And early on, I took, not necessarily offense, but it rubbed me the wrong way. Because deep down, I'm like, hold on, man,
it's your dream.
This my shine. This my time shine. This my dream. Why you under my status? This my wedding. You proposing in my wedding? What's going on? You down here on one knee and let me finish.
You funny too, bro.
Yeah, this is my wedding.
Right.
So, at K, he said, yeah, man, I'm trying to start my clothing line too. I was, yeah, okay, that's cool. Let's finish celebrating this. But then I learned, which is why I said, going back to what you said earlier, that post coming from me may have been something that pushed this person.
That's it.
To go ahead and do what they want to do.
That's it.
And so instead of, which I just liked the post. I didn't say nothing about it, but that's how I felt initially. But after thinking about it, after marinating on it for a day or two, reach out to that person. Hey, what you thinking about? Here's who I used. Here's what I did. And like I said, but it took me a little bit, because I mean, we're human, and
Don't have them natural flesh emotions.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's the flesh, and that was my initial reaction. Like I said, I went fooling with it, but like I said, a couple days later, hey, try this, try that. Here's these people. Here's what I use. Here's their telephone number. Here's their email. So on and so forth. Shout out to them. Hopefully it takes off.
Yeah.
But I mean, just for me and mine, like I said, I wanted to go, and I mean the shout out to the team too, because I mean, there's a lot of people that I pick their brains, try to get some type of just feel. I got a guy, anytime I come up with something, he's over a youth group, so it's a bunch of teens. And he'll take it to them, just the however many 100 kids that he got. What y'all think about this? Oh, that's lit. I like that. Just go on, do the little TikTok dance or whatever. But that's lit right there. I like that. Just keep on going.
That's all I do with TikTok.
And so, and then he'll be like, appreciate that. But then they'll be like, hey, I said this was nice, but they want to be fool with that. And then I got one of my boys. We know him super well. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. And we got one of my boys. Shout out to Brandon Dorse.
Oh yeah.
Couldn't make it tonight. Had to punch that clock, but he doing his thing. And first thing I told him was, man, I got something. I think this might take off. And same thing. I wanted to make sure that I had something to show him. We were FaceTiming, sent him the messages. Screen went pause for a second, came back. Yeah, screaming all over like, yeah, we finna get behind this. This Sharkansas everything. So that's what I say. Shout out to my guy. That's my boy. That's my brother. He's really helped me. Really.
85.
Yeah. He 85. You too, right?
I'm 85.
Yeah. So he's really helped me just with pushing it, just making sure that people hear about it.
Yeah.
We want it to be everywhere, and just to be a local business, just to be in business for yourself. There's just a lot to learn.
I got a question.
Yeah.
What were you doing before you did? Okay, do you still got a 9 to 5 right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do you do outside of this?
So I work for Verizon.
Okay.
Actually going to my 10 years at this place. So I, right now I do business accounts, small business, coincidentally, just out of, which is how, remember I said I didn't know I had all these resources in my hands. I do small businesses and I manage a Verizon store in Russellville. I stay in Conway. So,
I didn't know you stayed in Conway?
Yeah, so it's about a 30-minute drive, so, and the scenery, again.
Well, we could have did this in Conway.
You shocked over
That's
there?
where we both stayed.
Y'all stay in Conway?
Yeah, I stay in
We just
Conway.
came down here from Conway, bro. Yeah. We need to link up.
This your boy, right? This your boy?
Yeah.
You went to school with him and everything.
But we
You don't know where you live
We
at?
ain't
Oh,
connected
okay.
around.
We really haven't.
No,
we
we're
really
gonna
haven't.
call him out on camera. This your boy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what's up.
I heard that. That's his boy. And he live in Conway.
Right,
I ain't got no homeboys that live in Conway that I don't know about.
The dude we had here yesterday came from Conway too.
Yeah.
Did
Everybody come from Conway, bro.
he?
I
Hey,
think Conway is the new
Shout out to
spot,
Conway,
bro.
man.
Oh, I said Conway got a lot of talent.
Conway Court.
Yeah, Conway.
Have to be-
Just
hey.
like them. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Conway is lovely.
But I had no idea, bro.
But yeah, man, so that little drive to Russellville every
Shame
morning.
me, by the way.
It allows me to clear my mind, and it's just a beautiful drive too. I mean, it's you getting into what they call River Valley, but that's what I do 9 to 5, and so another part of it,
You said
helping
a 30-minute
out.
drive?
Yeah,
45.
well, I'm on the outskirts.
You going to Russellville, right?
Yeah, I'm like 5 minutes.
Morton is 30 minutes.
I'm like 5 minutes from Menifee. You know where Menifee is?
Okay, so that's where you live at.
No. I'm still in my.
You on, okay, so you in
72035.
Plummerville, Morton.
7203 Paul?
Yeah.
We over there by me.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm right off of Hogan. All I have to do is take.
I live off Hogan. I live in Westlake. Oh.
Yeah, you said it.
Oh,
You said it now. They put
Shout out.
Yeah.
But I mean, y'all know where that Patron and that brick up
Yeah.
piece is.
Them houses back there?
Yeah, that's where I stay back over there.
Oh, yeah.
And so,
Them houses are nice.
hey,
There's some nice houses.
hop on that highway. It's 5 minutes to Menifee. I hop on the exit. literally from that exit, it takes me 30 minutes here from that road. You know they changed speed limit to 75.
Yeah, I'm
so
telling
you
him
go
that.
85, right?
Oh, without a doubt.
Okay.
I was doing that before though.
Okay.
Well, Menifee got this old black cop. He sit there every day in the same spot.
I done been pulled over by 2 of them.
And what it's the same.
One of them is old, gray
Gray
hair, glasses.
Yeah, that's the one that pulled me over.
Yeah.
He pulled me over and he was like, he grabbed my
Shout out
license.
to him. Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to him. I don't know his name, but shout out to him. He
Yeah,
pulled
He
my
got
license.
both of them.
He went to the car. He went to his car. He come back. He was like, he handed me my license like he was scared. Here you go. I was like, is everything okay? He was like, yeah. Your record is crystal clear. I'm not gonna be the first one to give you a ticket. I appreciate you. I'll take that.
Let's go, man. I've had a many of tickets, but the 3 times, because I go through every morning. I go to work. I go through there.
Menifee, they don't play.
At all, boy. And it's I know it because it's 55 until you get Menifee, then it's 45, and I know I need to slow down. Now I use Waze because Waze tell me where the cops are when I'm on the freeway. But I feel like I'm the only one on the on the highway going through Menifee in the morning, so I can't depend on them. So I just go ahead and take that at 45. But I done came through there a few times.
Little hot?
Yeah, and they got me. Yeah,
They get you on that little. It's a strip when you first get a Menifee.
Yeah.
It drops to 45 quick, and you just be going and don't even pay no attention.
They get you. When last time you been through there?
I went through that like 2 months ago when I got pulled over. That was it.
You know they got their new police cars now. It was them black and gold.
Oh yeah, I ain't seen that.
Yeah, they got these
I know
black
every
and
time I
gold.
do drive that back road, it be a big turtle crossing the road.
2 police officers in the town.
Man,
I think they got about 3, 4.
They only got 3 of them probably, and they all AARP. So I don't understand how
Every
they.
single one of them.
I understand what they're gonna do if somebody take our running. They through.
Yeah,
They gotta call the SWAT because they ain't chasing nobody.
Just call
10
that.
years. That's what's up, bro.
I don't understand that's another episode, but if a cop get to a certain age that he can't physically do something, he gotta retire.
Gotcha.
Like, if I see that old man get out of the car and he want to chase me, I'm just going to laugh. I'm going to run. Slow motion. I'm just going to take our run in a circle because I know he ain't going to chase me. Like, it's weird. Like,
And then sit back in the car. Why was it playing?
don't pull the
Don't
ticket.
give me my ticket.
Yeah, just give me my ticket, man. Leave me alone.
I was
man.
just playing. You gonna have about 30 charges, bro.
Girl, that ticket ball up shooting the car. Kobe? Yeah, he over there tired. No, man. When I saw him, I was like, man, he too old to be a cop. Like that gun, that Glock 40 gonna shake all across his hand. He got arthritis in his elbow. He can't shoot that gun. I don't know. It just,
But you know, it's funny to think about how easy they got it too. Cause
yeah.
Menifee's super small town. Ain't nobody
Coming through there anyway.
right.
But
Probably ain't
people that's
nobody that's
passing
messing
through,
with
yeah.
each other. So they main action is folks passing through. But every morning, like I said, beautiful drive. But yeah, 10 years on the spot and just kind of bounced around a little bit. And then, like I said, most recently, probably within the last year and a half, I was running the Conway location and then ended up in Russellville. But handling those business accounts, got into contact with a business or a guy who has his tax ID and everything. He don't have like a storefront or anything, but he prints out of his garage that he took his garage and his shed and put it together, redid the whole inside, basically just made it nice enough to where he can be in there comfortable and print off shirts. And that's how I got going. Like I said, just connections just with the job. And when I met him and he told me what he did, I was like, yeah, that's good. For whatever reason, I don't know why. I know why now. But at the time, I was like, yeah, man, let me get your number in my personal. Simple as that. And then, like I said, was the first person who handled my, like I said, my very first like 2 or 3 orders. So.
Good business right now. Got the Clippers color on, by the way. So.
Yeah, man. This and me being a huge Lakers fan, that I am.
You got no purple and gold. Where is that?
Is there gonna be like a variation, like color wise?
You know what? And I'm real strategic. Shout out to the Lakers, by the way. I'm glad the Clippers is, sitting at the crib. But I'm extremely strategic with, and just me being a student just of the teacher. You wanna know what's funny? And here's a crazy business model. I subscribe to this company who sends me t-shirts every month. I send them $8 a month, just like Netflix. But they send me a different t-shirt every month. So and this has been for the last 2 years that I've been giving them my money. I haven't bought clothes in 2 years, because like I said, I shouldn't say that. I haven't gone to shop for clothes in 2 years. Me, I'm a huge t-shirt person. Like I said, I love the quality. I love to make sure that it's something that's gonna last. Man, big time in high school. And some people, if they rock clothes the way that I did, they'll know your collar in high school. If you had a white t-shirt and you had a collar that could stick out over whatever basketball or football jersey you had on. If your collar was all kind of thick,
polo shirt, that one button unbuttoned on purpose.
Get that.
See, I clean
polo
it
shirt and get that little white shirt. I've always been like that.
Yeah.
You got to, and that comes from just the type of material. If you get a shirt that's 100% cotton, it's gonna stretch out. But and we can sit here and talk about fabrics all day and night because like I said, for probably about the first month, me and my guy, I kept sending him back shirts. He'll send me shirts. I'm like, nah, this ain't it. And then I went to the site that I subscribe from and got to reading a little closer. And honestly, I don't even know what put me on to this site. But boy, they give me the freshest white t-shirts that I've ever.
Their own white tees.
You can pick white, blue, cardinal red, heather.
I'm asking that information after the
Yeah.
I'm a blue guy.
Get this blue, and what it do is it hugs them arms the way you want it to, and it ain't. Oh boy,
Don't tell them that.
You won't.
They already think we tight.
Hey,
I'm tight.
you won't find a better.
That's how you walk around.
I'm tight.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, but go ahead.
You won't find a better fitting shirt, which is what I strive for. I want
The fit.
I want the fit. I want it to feel good. I want this to be one of your favorite shirts. So to answer your question, color scheme wise, my very first one that I did was kind of a friends and family release. So I didn't go super public with it besides the little video that I had. And that just came in white and black because I was getting too much input from outside. You should do this color, you should do that color. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna do black with the white state and the shark, and white with the black state with the shark. Whatever you side you wanna go on, pick it. But once I went and got my logo professionally done and trademarked, and I said, you know what, this is what I'm gonna go with. Very first color, tailgate red. From Arkansas, you love tailgate. It's just a way of life. This is just you love the Razorbacks. Even if you don't love the Razorbacks, you can be A-State. You be a Red Wolf.
Red Wolf, yeah.
Indians, old school.
Indian.
Yeah. But folks love tailgating. And so my very first shirt was tailgate red. I can hit Arkansas. I can hit the two biggest colleges in the state. Tailgate red. Yeah, but strategically, so if on the site, the way I listed it, and someone told me just the feedback, and you want to make sure that you don't have a bunch of yes men on your team too. You need some folks that's gonna be super honest with you too.
Critical.
Yes. And so I laid the shirt by so a little golf course out there. Went out there to the golf course, laid the shirt out there right by the little golf course or the little the hole, had the flag and everything there, 'cause the tailgate at War Memorial.
It's on the golf course.
Yeah, and it's a little more. It hit different than that tailgate up there in Fayetteville.
See, I've never been to the one in Fayetteville.
And it's good. And it's think of it as it's more chaperone.
You seen the one in Fayetteville is?
Yeah.
Because the one in Little Rock be open. It be wide open.
And this one in Little Rock is different. It just hit different. You can be on one side and hear Sweet Home Alabama and all this kind of stuff, and you just trickle on across the creek, and you mess around and get knocked if you buck if you want to.
For sure.
And everybody, the thing is love all over. Everybody, man, come try this.
You eat
come try these
everywhere.
tacos. Come
You
try.
ever been to tailgate in Little Rock?
Yeah, I've been there once.
Yeah, it's
It's been a while. I've been on one though.
Hey, we say, I just seen you throw away your can. You need another one?
No, for sure.
Folks, take
Everybody get along.
People are taking care of you. So, Tailgate Red, which is actually my most popular one, I can't keep it in stock. Every time I get it, it's gone.
You gotta keep getting it. Come on.
Yeah.
Keep filling my pockets up. Come on.
Yeah.
Tailgate Red.
That Tailgate Red, and then just the green, just simply, just natural state green. And I mean, it's just, like I said, natural state, natural pride, natural vibe. So those two colors, extremely popular. Then, of course, I want just the signature, just the staple one with what the logo is going to be no matter what. You see that classic logo of the Lakers or the Celtics, you know what that logo is.
Yeah, right.
That's what I want. Is I want, when people see that logo, boom, that red, white, got a little bit of dark blue in it. That's gonna be the classic. Matter of fact, I brought y'all tons of stickers. I had it in me to bring y'all all kinds of shirts, but they gone.
Well, we don't mind purchasing.
They gone.
We don't mind purchasing.
They are gone.
Especially since you're in the city, we can get them easy.
Hey, Conway?
Yeah.
Well,
If I get a discount or something.
hey,
They right around the street from me, so you know.
Hey, I'd be more than happy to drop it off. But I got all kinds of stickers and just things that's gonna, just help it just kind of be everywhere. So it's love, man.
That's good, man. We appreciate that, man.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. No.
You
doubt.
gonna give them an old football story, man? Know you remember some things.
You remember, hold on, I do got one. And actually you told me this. So I think it was homecoming. You remember where I'm going with this one?
I don't, but
Let me give you a little bit more.
I'm listening.
So homecoming, they found the coaches, I don't know where they found them, they found these super old pants that they wore a long time ago. Anyways, it was a nice little spin. We liked it. As far as the spin on the uniform. Anyways, we came out super hype and everybody got in the middle. I'm kind of on the outskirts. I'm running. This is when I first learned about adrenaline. My adrenaline's pumping. I'm running and everybody kind of like huddled up, the whole team. I run, I jump. I'm on top of everybody's helmet like this, just floating. And then I came down on two pairs of shoulder pads like this, and but I didn't know. Cliff actually came and told me, he said, you was actually on top of everybody's head? I was like, no. And then they used to play the games on Channel 3. You stayed in North Little Rock, whatever Channel 3 was, I don't know what it was, but they played the games, they'll replay the games. And I remember I kept trying to catch it. I was like, let me see let me see what Lil Clifton was talking about. Sure enough, on a Monday morning, I sat there and watched it. And yeah, I ran, I jumped. Boss floating on top of everybody's helmet.
So you get that Chris Brown move on
Do you remember
Stomp the Yard?
You remember me, you and Asher used to go over there in your neighborhood and play football out there at the little park?
Yeah.
When you stayed on the other side of the bridge, over there across from where the water company
Oh
used to
yeah,
be?
shout out to Merrill Circle, man.
See, you know what it's called. I ain't even know what it's called, but yeah.
that area. And man, you should see that area now. It's if you ain't never seen what gentrification is,
That's what it is.
go to that area. Because when I first moved there, golly, how long was this?
This was a long time ago, bro.
Yeah, it was before 2000.
Oh, for sure.
But when I moved in over there, houses were boarded up. People was in and out of them. I didn't know why. We wanted to be in and out of them too, but we found all kind of stuff in the houses. And of course, we ain't touched on it. We wasn't that dumb. But boy, they had all kind of magazines and all kind of stuff that was in them houses. But you see them houses now, and boy, I'm telling you, that's lovely.
It is. That really brought the area up.
And I mean, I still love driving through.
What they call it? Other than that?
Argenta.
Argenta area.
Yeah. Down there by where Dickie Stevens, where the baseball
parking
field is for the travelers.
On the north side.
I gotta see you.
Benny Hunters, over there where Benny Hunters is.
Been a while, man.
Hey, boy.
I slept in it then.
Hey, I feel you, but I got some stuff coming for those people. There used to be a skate park.
Yes.
That was over there.
Yes.
Now they tore it down.
They got the one over off a pipe now.
And that's where they moved it to.
Right.
But boy, you just don't know how many kids from the hood could have been X Games if y'all had kept that park up.
For real.
I learned how to rollerblade, skateboard, drop in off of a pipe, a full pipe, a half pipe, quarter pipe. I learned all that from
that park.
Yeah, just from that park. But I got some designs that's gonna be nostalgic for people that's Dogtown natives, and I've gotten some resentment on that, some pushback on it. Just, well, how are you just gonna cater to just North Little Rock? I thought you wanted to be in everywhere. I say, yeah, but this is something that I love. This is something that I want to do. Well, I want to put this out for Dogtown, and I mean, people will support it. If they don't, they don't. They do, they do. But I know, number one, at the end of it, and I've told all the people closest to me this, at the end of it, if none of this takes off, at least I got a bunch of cool stuff to wear.
And you tried it.
Right.
You tried it.
At least I got a bunch of cool stuff to wear. So I mean, with
That's
that,
a good thing about it.
yeah, with that goal in mind, at least I know and honestly, if I'm not wearing my work stuff, that's all I wear. That's why I say, obviously, you gotta be young if it's something like that. You gotta be young.
I mean, you see me?
Yeah, see?
I got my business on my chest.
Hey, you gotta be young. You gotta be on Billboard, your own commercial.
Always, bro.
Shout out to
That's why we're trying to get them Can't Make This Up shirts so my man can be his own.
Yeah.
Hey, he want to play semi-pro football, but he don't want to play without me. Did he really get back out there one more time, man?
I'm in the best shape of my life, though.
It is.
So.
I mean, I did it for the last 2 years, but
Wow.
it's fun.
I remember you and I don't know if you did, but I know Brandon definitely went out there for a little while. He tried it again.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've done more hooping than I have.
When you gonna come hoop with us then?
Then you in
That's
college,
what we
you ain't got no
do, too.
excuse.
That's what we do. We be in McGee, Dunn, Owens. We be everywhere, outside in the projects.
Hey, you know.
Yeah.
So that's what we need more.
That's why I
hoopers.
stay. That's
We need more real hoopers.
Yeah, that's what I say. I've done.
He know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
That's why I thought that was you in that video, because when we was in school, I never really seen you hoop. Now we played football, I never seen you hoop though.
And see that was crazy. I mean, I played on AAU teams outside of the school. I mean,
Who you play for AAU?
so you remember it was a team called the Legends, Corals Wings, that tried to get a little team going. It didn't.
How old are you?
My age.
34.
Yeah, we graduated.
So you're older than my brother.
My
You
classmate.
probably know my brother.
What's that?
Anthony Connors.
Played
Junior,
basketball.
wise candidate. Because
I
my
don't know if
dad
we
coached the
would know.
Rockets, Arkansas Rockets.
Hmm.
My dad coached Arkansas Rockets forever.
Yeah, no, I mean it was a little 17 and under, and I mean I didn't honestly think I was good enough to play for them, the school, anything like that.
Coach Ingram.
Yeah, Coach Ingram, and he had his favors, but I mean honestly we had a squad too. So I mean I couldn't get out there and help
Coach
them.
Burrow.
Yeah, I couldn't get out there and help them, but
So we had 3 minutes, man. We talking. It's 3 minutes right now.
yeah,
3 minutes left.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that. So this is the time where You want to put whatever you want to put your social media out there.
We got everything.
Yeah, everything. Put everything out there.
Hey, well, since
I should have told you. I should have emailed you and told you to bring a list of it or something so that you.
I got. I keep a list of it. That's just
Okay.
So, like I said, I was gonna bless y'all as well. So, if you need to reach me with my stickers, I kind of treat it as a business card too. If you look at the bottom right there, it's got the Instagram handles. Sharkansas Clothing Co., just short for company. That's for you, my man.
All right, appreciate you.
That's for you to put on whatever you want to. Look,
It's a refrigerator magnet.
ain't refrigerator, man. These just regular old stickers. Look, I got you something to put on your phone if you want to.
Snaps.
You want to go on your phone?
I can go on my phone.
Hey,
Which one?
I tell
You got 3 phones.
folks, do you want to go? Do you want to put Sharkansas on your car? I got the waterproof. I got the weatherproof. Now, no pressure.
You raising the
You
bar.
don't have to put me on your car.
Hey, I want to support you, so I'm gonna put you on my.
Trust
car.
me, I support everybody. If
That's one of the things we
if
wanna
this
do
way
as
everybody
well.
gonna bring me, my car on like an enterprise.
And then
Everything
and then I
on it.
need some information from you because I want to have this same type of.
Oh, of course, of course. We can definitely link up after that. And then this one's probably one of my favorites. Just one of my alternate logos.
The diamond
Just
state.
the diamond is for the state, baby. State
Diamond
pride,
is for
state
the
vibe.
Sharkansas.
Sharkansas Clothing Company. If you got any questions, want to collab on shirts, sales at sharkansas.co. The website is sharkansasclothing.co. Facebook, Sharkansas Clothing Company. Instagram, Sharkansas Clothing Company. But sales at Sharkansas Clothing Co. Reach out to me.
There you have it, folks. You heard it all. Sharkansas Clothing Company. It's your boy Mike on the mic. Mike the comedian. We're in Georgia, son. With an old blacksmith in the corner over there.
Yeah.
Until further notice, until the next episode. We out.